Now let's look into information management. Information management as a task, as a area of working, as a aspect within the company, which is supported essentially by information systems. And to understand what information systems do, we also need to understand what is information management. Information management, we abbreviate it sometimes with IM, the two letters I for information and M for management. Information management are activities, consists of activities within an enterprise or within an organization. To use the more general term, activities within the organization for somehow processing information. Information which are some which have some importance for the company goals, and information management is concentrated on the processing of these information. Information management then contains different aspects of this processing. One aspect is the management and controlling of the processes during operation, process of information management. Before you can start with information management, you have to plan your organization. You have to plan your information management. And you also have to organize your information management. You have to set up a procedural organization. You have to set up a structural organization which deals with the tasks in your information management. And the overall goal for your information management is not doing information management for itself. It is to somehow supply the information to a certain consumer within the enterprise. A consumer might be the managing director who wants to know what's happening in my organization, how much money do we have, how many products did we produce in the last month, how many customers do we have, and so on. These are information which might be important for the managing director, but there are also many other departments, many other organizational units, many other employees within your company which might somehow use information from other departments within the company. And you as the information manager, you as somebody who deals with information management, have to organize this supply. You have to gather the right information and supply the right information, maybe in a processed form, to somebody who uses the information. And this also contains the aspect of logistics. You somehow have to transfer the information from the source to the destination. Information logistics. If you deal with information management, then you have to look into certain aspects within your organization. For example, it's important for you that you somehow have in mind what is your inner organization. What is the inner organization of your company, of your research department? What is the inner organization of your institution or whatever organization you have in mind? You need this organization to determine somehow from where to where you have to transfer the information. Then you need to be aware of the concepts data, information, and knowledge. It might be that something which is information for one person is knowledge for another person already, and it's the distinction between information and knowledge depends on the person who consumes the information and also the purpose of the information system. So that means you have collected data in your information system. You might offer some views onto the data in your information system. You might offer some possibilities to navigate within the information, within the knowledge. And then one person might look onto the information and maybe he or she has other information in mind. Then it might form to knowledge. Then this information might form into knowledge for this very person. For other people, it might be information or data even only. If they look into the data, if they look into the information, and they do not have this wide area of expertise I prescribed before, then it's only information for these people. And this is what I mean with it depends on the purpose of the information system. It depends on the person, on the employee who consumes the information. If you deal with information management, then you also have to care about human resources. Human resources because you will probably not perform the information management by yourself. Think about big companies. Big companies have to do a lot in the organization of the information, and then you have to care about your employees in your information management department, and you have to somehow guide these employees, for example. And you also might require hardware which is used for running software for information management and for actually running these processes for the information logistics, for the information supply. And still, very often in the companies, there's some paper running around, some paper forms, maybe forms to fill out in the human resources department, in the production department, in several locations of the company. And these are part of the information management as well. The drawback is that these papers are not digitized yet. This is a large problem actually, to have a real overview of what's happening in your company, but it's historically grown and you cannot neglect these papers running around sometimes. And of course, if you care about information management, then you have to take care about software, application systems, especially application systems with the purpose of information management, putting in some data employees produce, and getting out data other employees want to use, want to rely on for their processes.